The forest was serene, the air humming with life. As Buddha sat under the towering Bodhi tree in meditation, disciples gathered around him, seeking wisdom and solace. Ananda, trembling with unease, stepped forward, his voice faltering with fear. "Master," he began, "I carry great wealth, yet anxiety consumes me. How can I escape the fear of loss?" Buddha's gaze remained steady, his presence calming. He gestured to the river flowing peacefully in the distance. "Ananda, observe the river's currents. It flows freely, unafraid of the rocks or obstacles in its path." Buddha spoke softly. "But, Master," Ananda said, "the river is bound by its banks. Doesn't it fear being lost beyond its boundaries?" Buddha smiled, his expression filled with compassion. "The river doesn't cling to the banks. It knows its purpose lies in flowing onward. Isn't attachment necessary to preserve what we cherish?" Ananda asked, his words revealing his inner turmoil. "To cherish is natural, Ananda. To cling is illusion. Impermanence governs all existence, and freedom arises from acceptance," Buddha explained. He looked at the lush fields nearby, their crops swaying under the gentle breeze. "Let me tell you a story. A farmer once lived near a river, tending his modest fields. His crops sustained his family during difficult times. One year, rains arrived with unprecedented ferocity. The river swelled, engulfing the farmer's fields, washing away his hard work. The farmer cried out in despair, lamenting, 'Everything I had is gone. This flood has ruined my life.'" Buddha paused, allowing his words to settle. Ananda and the disciples leaned closer, captivated by the unfolding tale. When the storm passed, the farmer's land dried, revealing soil rich with nutrients brought by the flood's waters. The next season, his harvest was abundant, exceeding all previous years. What seemed ruin became a blessing. The farmer realized that loss and gain are intertwined, inseparable threads in life's tapestry. He learned to let go. "Master, is acceptance truly enough?" Ananda asked, uncertainty lingering in his tone. "How does one embrace impermanence without despair?" "Acceptance begins with understanding, Ananda. Impermanence isn't something to fear but to respect. It opens the door to growth." Buddha turned his gaze toward the horizon. The setting sun painted the sky with colors, vivid yet fleeting. "Look at the sunset. Its beauty lies in its transience. Would you wish it to remain fixed forever?" Ananda shook his head, tears brimming in his eyes. "No, Master. Its fleeting nature makes it precious, and so it is with all things, Ananda. Value arises from impermanence. Embrace it, and peace will follow." A soft breeze rustled the trees, carrying Buddha's words like whispers across the gathering. Silence enveloped the disciples. Ananda bowed deeply, his heart lightened, a profound sense of understanding illuminating his face. Buddha's teachings resonated within the group. Each disciple found themselves reflecting on the impermanence shaping their own lives. The forest remained serene, a witness to the profound truths shared under its ancient canopy. Through his words, Buddha guided his disciples beyond the shadows of impermanence, toward the enduring light of inner peace. Another day, another gathering beneath the canopy of Jetavana. Buddha walked among the disciples, his steps deliberate, his presence calming. Yashodhara, an elderly woman, approached Buddha. Her hands shook, her voice trembled. "Master, I fear for the future of my children." Buddha stopped and turned his kind gaze toward her. "Yashodhara, fear is born from attachment. Let us walk and reflect together." The group followed Buddha's footsteps. He gestured toward the Bodhi tree towering above them, its branches stretching in harmonious connection. "Do you see how the branches of this tree intertwine, each one lending support to the others?" Buddha asked gently. Yashodhara nodded slowly, her eyes tracing the delicate weaving of the branches. her heart heavy with unspoken fear. The roots anchor this tree, and yet its strength comes from the connections that sustain it. Buddha continued softly. Master, Yashodhara said, I fear my children will suffer when I leave this world. How can they endure without me? Buddha paused and picked up a fallen leaf, turning it over in his hands. Yashodhara, death is but the turning of a leaf. The disciples leaned closer, their attention captivated by the symbolism held in Buddha's simple gesture. The love and wisdom you have sown in your children are like seeds. These seeds will grow long after you are gone. Yashodhara's face softened, yet doubt lingered in her heart. But, Master, how will they find strength without my guidance? Do you see the roots of the Bodhi tree? Though hidden, they provide nourishment to every branch, Buddha explained. Your essence, Yashodhara, will remain within your children. Just as the roots nurture the tree, you nurture their spirit. The elderly woman's eyes brimmed with tears. Her voice cracked. Master, how can I trust this truth when my heart is heavy? Buddha stepped forward and placed the leaf gently in her hands. The heart finds peace not through clinging but trusting. Yashodhara gazed at the leaf, its vibrant green fading into shades of gold. I feel my strength fading with age. Buddha gestured to the distant horizon, where clouds gathered and rains promised renewal. Strength may fade, but wisdom endures forever. The tree sheds its leaves to embrace new growth. So shall you leave behind love and wisdom for those connected to you. Yashodhara bowed deeply, her tears flowing not from despair but from newfound clarity. Master, I understand your words. Buddha turned to the disciples. Connections weave life's fabric. Cherish them, yet know their impermanence. For this is the nature of existence. The forest was still, the echoes of Buddha's words resonating in the hearts of all present. Silence enveloped the group. Yashodhara's burden lightened. Her posture straightened as wisdom replaced fear. Her soul touched by Buddha's profound teaching. Buddha's guidance carried her beyond her fear of age and death, illuminating the enduring strength of human connection. The forest bore witness to this transformation, its canopy sheltering lives touched by Buddha's wisdom, its roots grounding eternal truths. Another day, another lesson beneath the shade of the Bodhi tree. Buddha sat in silence. His disciples gathered around. The young monk Rahul approached with heavy steps, his face troubled, his thoughts swirling. Master, solitude overwhelms me, he confessed. Buddha looked at Rahul, his eyes filled with understanding. Rahul, solitude is not to be feared, but embraced, Buddha said softly. Rahul knelt before Buddha, his voice trembling. Master, my mind races in silence. How can I find peace in solitude? Buddha picked up a small lamp and placed it between them. Its flame flickered gently, casting light amidst shadows. Rahul, when darkness falls, we light a lamp to guide our path. Solitude is the lamp for the soul, Buddha explained. But, Master, solitude feels isolating, like a void swallowing my thoughts, Rahul said, his fear evident in his expression. The void within solitude holds the treasures of wisdom. Rahul, do not fear your thoughts. They are your companions, Buddha spoke. The disciples listened intently, their hearts resonating with the wisdom unfolding under the canopy of the sacred tree. Let me tell you a story, Buddha began, his voice steady, carrying the weight of timeless truth. There once was a young prince who sought answers to the questions troubling his heart. He wandered into the mountains alone. The prince felt fear in his solitude, yet he persevered, seeking the voice of truth in the silence around him. As the days passed, the prince began to hear the whispers of his soul, guiding him toward clarity and peace. In solitude, he discovered his purpose and returned home, transformed by the wisdom born in the depths of silence. Rahul looked at Buddha, his expression thoughtful. Master, Is solitude truly the path to wisdom? Can the soul thrive without connection? Connection nurtures the soul, but solitude strengthens it. Balance between the two brings harmony. Rahul, Buddha explained. Rahul's gaze fell upon the lamp, its steady flame illuminating the space. Master, what if the light dims? The light of solitude remains steady when nurtured with understanding and acceptance. Darkness cannot extinguish the wisdom within, Buddha reassured. Rahul bowed deeply, his heart lighter, the burden of his thoughts diminished by the clarity offered in Buddha's words. Buddha addressed the disciples, his voice resonating across the serene forest. Do not fear solitude. Embrace its light and wisdom. Silence enveloped the group, the teachings settling into their hearts. Like seeds waiting to grow into profound realizations, the forest rustled softly, bearing witness to the transformation unfolding under its ancient canopy. Through his words, Buddha led Rahul beyond the fear of solitude, toward the sanctuary of self-discovery and inner peace. The teachings endured, echoing through the hearts of disciples, illuminating their paths toward wisdom and tranquility in solitude's embrace. His final words echoed within the hearts of all gathered, a beacon of hope and courage. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the village began to feel alive with renewed spirit and purpose. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.